I think in some countries, public service media has made a really valuable contribution, and that has been because they have been given certain things that make it work. And one of those things is money. So obviously you need secure funding to make your broadcaster work. But the other thing that makes a public service broadcaster work is that the politicians have to leave the broadcaster alone to do their public service obligations, and their public service obligations should be to make high quality programming and provide impartial news and information which provides a platform or the conditions so that people can make their own minds up. There's a problem, but I think Spain is quite interesting because you have some public service broadcasters that do quite well, and I think especially on the regional side, you know, like the broadcaster in Barcelona, which seems to be quite popular and is doing well. So a lot of it's about money. But sometimes you don't always need money, but you do need a degree of autonomy and independence. And I think this is why many public service broadcasters don't work very well, because politicians can't leave them alone. And you need public. People need to like your stuff, you know, and want to watch it. You need to be doing interesting things. Yeah, I think it is really important. What you find in many countries with audiovisual media is that it's public service broadcasters who are investing in local content. I think it's particularly the case for children's programming. So in the UK, I can tell you that the BBC is responsible for something like 90% of original children's commissions, and I know that in places like Scandinavia, it's almost all of them. Particularly where language is concerned, it's really important. I mean, I know you have Catalonian language here, so it's quite important. And we were talking earlier about Flemish broadcasting. Now, Belgium is a really small country, and obviously it has two language communities, the French and the Flemish. But it's really interesting what the Flemish do, because they have made a marked decision to invest in their language and their content, particularly for children. They have a children's channel. Well, I'm amazed that that doesn't show that it's very independent. It seems quite arbitrary and a bit short-sighted. I mean, I was having a conversation with some students earlier on, and what really intrigued me also was that the government banned the Catalonian station as well, yes. Which seemed to me, I mean, it sounded as if they closed RTVV for financial reasons, apparently. And maybe RTVV was not so popular, but the Catalonian station was very popular, and it strikes me as rather difficult that a government could just stop people from listening to TV3. I don't know why they would do that.
Political reasons.
Yeah, but it's, you know, you're supposed to be living in a democracy. People should be able to access that channel. I think it is all on structures, but actually it's really interesting in Valencia. I mean, I don't know who licensed these things, but why don't you start your own television station? Do it online. Do an online station and just mess it up for them. Don't let them get to you. I mean, what are they going to do? Close you down? Do you need a license to do an online TV station? You know, people have all got access to the internet now here, so just do it online and do your own local news. Because I think it's, you know, I have to say that I heard that the previous RTVV was not very popular, and maybe it was a bit dominated by local politicians. But there's nothing, in this age, you could do public media. So when I was talking in my talk about deinstitutionalising public service media, this is precisely the case. If the institution doesn't work, then do something different.